Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bonsoir. Bienvenue. Welcome. Welcome to another video. And before I get into this video, I just want to tell all of you that I went for a Sunday drive to Shreveport, Louisiana. I just drove on some of the streets in the city, also drove on some of the streets in Bossier City. So basically, I went to Shreveport and Bossier City in Louisiana. Just to get out of the house. I'm alone, I'm bored, and, going for a drive, Yeah, even though that here in the United States, I mean, the only thing that's great about living in the U.S. is just going on road trips and visiting national parks and looking at scenery of nature like trees, grass, mountains, lakes, and rivers, and just be with one with nature and just detach yourself from society that's very toxic and loop-sided and upside down and weird and crazy and just not right. So yeah, yeah, I feel better after going for that Sunday drive. Yeah, I feel a lot better, getting in that car and just going for a drive. And when I was in Shreveport, Louisiana, let's see, I was on the combined U.S. routes of U.S. 79 and U.S. 80. When I was driving through Shreveport on that highway through a city street, I came across someone in a black Chevrolet Impala Premium. Yeah, it's a fully loaded Chevrolet Impala, 10th generation. And I was behind this car. And this car ran a red light. And when I saw this car running a red light, I'm saying to myself, oh, that, you know, yeah, when I saw that person running that red light, I said to myself, wow, he just ran a red light. Look at this. So yeah, I gotta realize, there's some horrible, horrible drivers here in the United States. They're all over the U.S. So yeah, and also, I stopped at a Dairy Queen in Bossier City to use the bathroom. And when I walked into this Dairy Queen, it was completely empty. There was no one in there. Like there was tables there and there was nobody there. It was weird. And I remember a long time ago, when you go to a fast food restaurant, they're going to be people there. Lots and lots of people there sitting at the table. Like, and I think back in the 70s and the early 80s, according to Winston Wu, in videos from the YouTube channel Vampire Robot, um, everybody was at a fast food restaurant. They were sitting at tables and they were talking to one another. Yeah, you could go in and socialize with people, but that changed in 1985, and from 1985 to today, people became more antisocial and closed off and cold. Nobody socializes with each other. And when you go to a fast food restaurant like a Dairy Queen or a McDonald's or a Burger King, you won't find anybody sitting at the table. If you go there, like you decide to sit inside and eat at a Dairy Queen or Burger King or a McDonald's, you're gonna be the only one in there. Yeah, it's weird. Like, and what's the point of having tables at a fast food restaurant? What's the point? Because nobody is not gonna pile into a Dairy Queen or any fast food restaurant and just sit at a table and eat at a table. They're just going to just go through a drive-through window, get their food, and head home. And that's it. And that sucks. So anyway, enough of that. Let me get into this video. All right. In this video, I'm going to talk about this Colombian Catholic schoolgirl who I talked about in the previous video. And I did 23 reasons why she is cool. And, I've been stumbling and fumbling and lost my train of thought when I was talking in that video. I saw that it's slowly getting views, but not a lot. Yeah, I think that video is gonna bomb anyway, so I'm gonna make up for this video. Okay, I'm gonna run down what kind of person she is. Then I'm gonna talk about her in a unique showcase style. I'll get to that later. All right, let me go through this list of 23 reasons why this girl is cool. Okay, number 1, she is a Catholic schoolgirl from Colombia. Number 2, at the age of 15, she is a sweet, feminine, down-to-earth, gentle, friendly, approachable girl. Number 3, even though she's sweet, feminine, down-to-earth, gentle, friendly, and approachable, this Colombian Catholic schoolgirl acts like the American singer, multi-instrumentalist, record producer, and actor Prince. Number 4, this Catholic schoolgirl, a Prince-like girl, is nothing but cool. She has been acting like Prince since she was 11. Number 5, she has the wide vocal range, which includes a far-reaching falsetto and high-pitched screams. Number 6, she is a skilled multi-instrumentalist. She can play the piano and the guitar. Number 7, as a big fan of Prince's music, she can sing all of his hit songs. Songs like When Doves Cry, Pop Life, Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad, When You Were Mine, and Let's Go Crazy. Also, she can sing songs like 1999, Thieves in the Temple, and Diamonds and Pearls. Number 8, in Bogota, Colombia's capital city and largest city, the city is the birthplace and hometown of the Colombian schoolgirl. Let me read this again. Number 8, in Bogota, Colombia's capital city and largest city, the city is the birthplace and hometown of the Colombian schoolgirl. Number 9, as a student at an all-girls Catholic school, 4 boys from an all-boys school went to her school to win her heart and become her new boyfriend. Having a crush on her, the 4 boys sang love songs to her. In all of this, she's not interested. Number 10, the Prince-like Colombian Catholic schoolgirl loves playing the JIVAX2 Nydia Stratus electric guitar. She'll play it when she sings Prince songs like Little Red Corvette, Let's Go Crazy, Purple Rain, When Doves Cry, Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad, You Got the Look, and Bat Dance. Number 11, she likes to wear sunglasses, t-shirts, jeans, dresses, tennis shoes, and Prince-like high heels. Standing just 5'3" or 160 centimeters, Prince often wore high-heeled shoes which he designed himself. The Colombian Catholic schoolgirl likes to wear little Prince-made high-heel shoes for girls. She owns 2 pairs. Number 12. She scared her little brother by doing high-pitched screams while singing the beautiful ones to him. She did the high-pitched screams towards the end of the song. Number 13. She is not just a fan of Prince. She is a fan of the Beatles, Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, and Harry Styles. When it comes to music, she likes funk, R&B, rock, new wave, soul, synthetic pop, the music of Colombia, and hip-hop. She also likes country music. She also likes music from George Michael and Billie Eilish. Number 14. She likes to tell girls at her school to purify themselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. She also tells her mother, father, and brother that. She says that to people who are angry, upset, and stressed out. Number 15. She has a crush on a boy with a learning disability. He goes to an all-boys school. Number 16. The Catholic Colombian schoolgirl frightens her mother and father when she acts like Prince. Number 17. She is friends with 2 girls who likes to sing and dance. Number 18. The schoolgirl is fluent in Spanish, English, and French. Number 19. Before she goes to bed at night, she jams on the guitar. Number 20. She frightens the teachers and some of the students at her school. Some students like her and others think she's weird. Number 21. She wears Prince-like clothes like ruffled shirts, purple outfits, and dress suits to the park. Number 22. She is a good dancer. And number 23. Since she's a Prince wannabe, she calls herself Princess. Okay, and that's that. Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to be a father to a son or daughter. Okay, I'm going to take this Prince-like Colombian Catholic schoolgirl, and she's going to be my daughter. Okay, and I read down 23 reasons why she's cool. So, okay, as a father, how would I raise this child, who's a teenager, by the way, and you know, how should I raise her? Well, I'm not gonna be strict on her, and I'm not, yeah, and when if she was born a newborn baby, I'm not gonna spoil her. But let me tell you something. I learned something. When you take a newborn baby, and you hold that newborn baby all the time, you're gonna spoil it, and they're gonna grow up, and that child is gonna grow up being spoiled, and you're gonna think that everything should go their way. If nothing goes their way, they're gonna start crying, and they're gonna be demanding. Well, with a girl, I'm not gonna hold this. I'm not gonna take a newborn baby girl and just hold her all the time and spoil her. And as a when she's a preteen or a teenager, I'm not gonna be incredibly strict on her. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be mean and strict on her. When she does wrong, I'm gonna punish her. Take her privileges away. internet, the smartphone and whatnot, take the smartphone away from her, things away from her, ground her. I'm not going to be this mean, abusive, cruel father. I'm not going to be that. Don't want to be like that. And I feel that spanking a child is just wrong, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to strike a child. I don't want to do harm to a child when they do wrong, because I don't want to do that. Um, yeah, but I'll be nice to her. I will like get into things that she's into if I'm interested in what she's into. Just talk about what she's into and see what she's into. Since she plays the guitar, and she can sing, I can sit and watch her sing and play the guitar. I go to her room, at my home, because I'm a parent. She's my daughter. I mean, I'll just be entertained by her singing and playing the guitar. And and there's certain things I don't want her to get into, like I think like vaping. I don't want her to get into that. But if I find out she's vaping, I'm gonna tell her to stop doing this. And what will it do to her if she keeps doing this? Vaping is not good. Um, yeah, I don't want her to be a bad kid. I don't want her to get into like drugs and alcohol and whatnot. I don't want her to get into any of that. And yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna make sure she doesn't be around some slimy, disgusting, worthless pedophile or pedo. I'm not gonna be like those parents who let their let their teenage daughters be around R. Kelly. I'm not gonna be like them at all. And yeah, and I'm gonna have a wife who's sweet, feminine, down to earth, easy to talk to. You know, nice, kind, and gentle. And that's my type of woman. And she's gonna be from a foreign country. She's not gonna be from the U.S. or Canada. So yeah, and that's what I would do. If I was a father of this prince-like girl who calls herself princess because she acts like Prince, which is hilarious. Yeah, but and she's not gonna do the crazy dancing like Prince does. No, because Prince did all that crazy dancing like a long time ago, and that led to him having hip surgery. And Prince, yeah, he was born with epilepsy. He had seizures as a child, and yeah, I mean, one day, when he was a child, he told his mom that he's not gonna be sick anymore because an angel told him that. But anyway, going back to raising this Colombian Catholic schoolgirl, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think here. When I hear her in her room, playing the guitar at 10, 11 o'clock at night, I'm not gonna get up and go to a room and bang on the door to a room and tell her to stop playing the guitar and go to bed. You and your brother have to go to school tomorrow. I think I said that in the previous video. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna knock on the door and just do this. I'm not gonna bang on the door. I'm not gonna do that. That's crazy. Um, I'll probably traumatize her if I bang on the door. If I have her as my daughter and also have a son, they keep up a lot of noise, or they by turn the volume up on the TV, or whatnot. Yeah, I'm not gonna bang on the door and tell them to turn the TV off and go to bed. I'm just gonna knock on the door and tell them nice, hey, can you please go to bed? Can you please turn that off and go to bed? Yeah, me and your mother need to get some sleep because we have to go to work tomorrow, and you kids need to get some sleep, and because you two have school tomorrow. So yeah, you know, I'm not gonna be some bitter, angry, mean, abusive, cruel parent who shouts at their children, or heaven forbid, I'm not gonna swear around them. I'm not gonna use profanity around them, because if I use profanity around them, I mean the Colombian Catholic schoolgirl and a boy who is my son, um if I use profanity language around them, like I'll mess them up, and they'll pick up that habit, and they'll go and start swearing and think that's okay, and it's not okay, and that's the type of things that I don't want my children to pick up and imitate. Yeah, yeah, that goes for being a father of a daughter, or being a father of a son, or both. So yeah, that's all I gotta say in this video. Hope I wasn't all over the place. Yeah, in that previous video, I just lost my train of thought, and I have. It's because I didn't get enough sleep, and plus, it's it's this American food that I've been eating. American food contains a lot of artificial ingredients, toxins, you know, dangerous GMOs, chemicals, that makes people sick, ruining their minds, ruining their DNA in their bodies, make them gain weight, make them sick all the time. So I look at American food here in the U.S., and food in here in the U.S. is garbage, and food in Canada and the United Kingdom is pretty much healthy. So yeah, so that's all I gotta say in this video, and what I just said in this video, that's what I would do as a father to this Colombian Catholic schoolgirl. Yeah, that's what I would do as a father to this girl. And yeah, I'm gonna say this, if she was really my daughter, and I'm gonna say this to a man or a teacher or anybody. Well, I'm gonna say this to a guy, who sees my daughter, and I'll say this: if if well, you know what? I'm gonna use R. Kelly as an example. He sees my daughter and he wants to do horrible things to my daughter. I'm gonna say this to him. Hey, if you harm a hair on her head, you're a dead man. Got it? She's my only daughter. She's daddy's little girl. If you harm her, if you do anything that's just not right to her, you are a dead man. So yeah, that's all I gotta say in this video, and I hope YouTube doesn't take this video down. So this is just a video to redeem myself over the video that I previously did that I posted on this channel. All right, that's that. And before I did this video, I was watching part of the Olympics. I think I was watching two guys from Great Britain jumping and flipping in the air and landing on their feet. Gymnastics. And also watched some swimming competitions. Too bad I didn't see the break dancing and skateboarding. So yeah, it's August the 4th, and the last day of the Olympics, the 2024 Olympics in Paris. The last day of the Olympics will be on the 11th of August. So yeah, and I think I didn't say this in this video, but or a previous video, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I heard I heard about this on the radio when I was driving somewhere in my car, going for a ride one day in my car, and I turned on the radio and I was listening to the BBC on Sirius XM satellite radio, and I heard about a guy losing his wedding ring in the River Seine in Paris. Yeah, and his wife was furious about it. And he did something romantic to make her happy. No way, I think I did say that. Yeah, I did. I think I mentioned that in a previous video. Yeah, I'm saying it again. I think I already said that. Yeah, and also, speaking of the River Seine, heard the city of Paris is going to purify the River Seine so the swimmers of the Olympics can have a swimming competition in it, or people or the public can swim in it like they did in the old days when it was a swimmable river. The River Seine. Yeah, there's probably a lot of junk in that river. Probably find a lot of things in it, like if it's all completely drained of the water, you probably see a lot of things in it. Valuables, treasure. Yeah. So, that's all I gotta say in this video. Thank you for watching. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.